Exactly. And then going into more tips on exercising indoors, if you don't know what to do indoors and you're like, oh, but I don't have a gym membership, or I don't, have gym equipment, that's perfectly fine. You can still get exercise in. And if you don't know what to do, there's so many videos on YouTube or different websites that give you advice on like different examples of exercises and different formats of exercising as well. So if you do have some equipment, you can use the equipment. You could Google or search up some barbell exercises if you do have a barbell, or dumbbell exercises if you have the dumbbells. Or if you just have a mat, what can I do with just a mat, right? So use the internet as a resource to get all that information and utilize it. Like, we have access to so much information from so many people, and just using that.
And if you do have a gym membership and say the weather's bad, or if you were playing that game with your head of, I'm going to go to the gym after work tonight, and then you drive right past it, because that's what we all do that. I do that. I did that the other day. A lot of fitness centers during COVID implemented virtual wellness platforms. I know mine did. Mm-hmm. So you can still access classes, download classes, and do those in the comfort of your own home. Even if you are telling yourself, I should go to the gym. If you don't want to, if you just want to go home after work, try to get in a video after work and still use that gym membership, not waste that money, but do it in a way that works for you.
I think going on what you were just saying about kind of getting yourself to actually work out, I feel like a lot of the time, I personally find myself making excuses. I'm like, actually, I have like this 10-page essay I have to write. That's due next week, but I have to do it tonight. Like, tonight is the only day I have time. So, I think kind of either keep yourself accountable by finding a exercise partner or maybe a group to keep you accountable would be helpful. Accountability is like something that's really like huge for me and very effective for so many people. That could be helpful in like if you're starting your journey, fitness journey, or you just need a little bit more motivation from other sources, like outside sources. Finding an accountability partner, hiring a personal trainer, doing any of that would show, help you so much in keeping yourself consistent with exercise. And then also some tips on just the general consistency, keeping yourself consistent. You could also, if you are planning to work out in the morning, you could go to sleep in your gym wear. So if I'm planning to go for a run in the morning, whether it's indoors or outdoors, or I'm planning to go to the gym in the morning, going to sleep in that gym clothing would help, because as soon as you wake up, you're like, I'm already dressed, like, might as well just go. That's one step less. Making it as convenient as possible to go to the gym will help you go to the gym. Or if you're coming out from work and you have plans to go to the gym right after work, have your gym bag already ready in your car, on your front seat, so you see it. So as soon as you walk in the car, you see it and you're like, yes, gotta go to the gym. Like, you don't forget it in the trunk, or, it's out of sight, out of mind. Put it in front of your face. Put an alarm on your phone. Make it as convenient, as annoying as possible, so that you actually do it. Because, and I'm speaking this from personal experience, like we were just talking. We're speaking from personal experience. Like, it's really hard to get yourself motivated. If you are naturally motivated, good for you. That's amazing. But if you're not, which most of us aren't, making it as convenient, as easy to do it will help with that consistency.
Yeah, I know, like, those things are definitely more important in the winter, and I know I personally struggle
holidays.
This time of year. Yeah, holidays. It's dark all the time. It's cold all the time. I personally am a morning exerciser, and when we hit this period right before daylight savings, where it's dark until 7:30 in the morning, I don't go to the gym in the morning because it's dark, and I hate that. So kind of going off faith, like, the best trick I have found for myself, and I hope this can kind of help you guys, is I lay out what I'm going to wear to the gym the morning after when I go to bed. So that's all ready, it's all set, and then I pack my work bag with everything I need, with my clothes for the next day, with everything in there, and I stick that in my car. Because now I can't get out of bed and put on my work clothes and go, I'm ready to go to work, I'm not going to the gym. I have to physically get in my car to get that bag. so I may as well go to the gym. And you can do that reverse too if you're an afternoon exerciser. You put in your gym clothes, like Faye said, right there where you see it, and you just kind of feel bad that it's staring at you.
Right.
And then I know people that they can ignore that it's staring at them. They change before they leave work.
Right.
And now they're in their workout clothes. They stop off at the trail and they do their walk or their run on their trail. They stop home at the gym if they have the membership. Or they get home, they're already dressed to exercise. They find it that much easier to kind of get out the door and do it. So yeah, definitely make it as hard as possible to
avoid it.
Yeah.
To dismiss it, to forget about it. Put an alarm on your phone. Or another tip I've heard before is that if you do have a gym membership, make it so that it's a gym that's on your way home. So if you are going after work or going before work, make it on your way to work or on your way home. So that, again, you pass it. It's a constant reminder. You have to go. It's not like you're going the opposite direction. So it makes it more convenient, again, if it's in the same direction. So.
And remember, you can always split that into 2 pieces too. So if you hit snooze until the sun comes up at 7:30, like I've been doing, I can go to the gym on my way to work. If I only get half my workout in, guess what? I pass it on the way home. And they don't tell you can only come once a day. You can go as many times as you want.
Right.
So again, if you do have that convenient access to wherever you exercise, whether that's outside at your favorite park or inside at a gym or your work facility at home, just make it easy to access and make it easy to split up your workout if you need to. Because again, activity is activity no matter how you do it. Unless you're an athlete training for something very specific, you can do different blocks. You can just get it in. That's the most important thing.
And I think maybe a final tip, if you are at home, one way to make it convenient when you are at home is actually have a specific either place in your room that you're going to exercise or a designated actual space that you're going to exercise, so that you already have, if you have a mat, you have the mat already laid out. You have all your exercise equipment, if you have exercise equipment, next to it. And that way, again, you don't make an excuse like, oh, I haven't cleaned, so I don't have space for exercising. Just have a designated space already. Have a designated room already ready for when you are going to exercise. It's easily accessible, and it's right there. So.
And schedule times. Again, like you can be flexible, but if you tell yourself like every Wednesday at 8 a.m. I'm going to do a yoga video, it's a lot harder every Wednesday at 8 a.m. to say, I'm going to go back to bed because you have it scheduled, it's on your calendar. It's kind of like work where you have that 10 a.m. meeting. Mm-hmm. You're going to go to your 10 a.m. meeting even if you don't want to. You're going to do your 8 a.m. yoga video because it's written down. You feel that extra sense of accountability. So.
Right. Yeah, just adding it to your calendar. So it's a part of your schedule. It's not just left free, loose. Sometime this week I'm going to exercise. It's like, no, Wednesday, 10 a.m., 8 a.m., 5:30 p.m., I'm going to exercise. So you already have that set time. And add it to your calendar. Again, if you have it written, if you have it digital, add it. So that, again, it's a reminder.
So I know we threw a lot at you, and a lot of our tips can be used all year round. We just know that they are a little more helpful during these last few months of the year because we're all struggling with the motivation. We're all struggling with the cold and the dark and the tired. The holidays are coming up. We're all stressed, and we just hope that these things kind of just keep things fresh for you guys while it is more challenging to stay active and just kind of drive home. Like, it's okay to be flexible, it's okay to have to problem solve, but there's always a solution. You just have to be willing to find it and implement it. And if you need to try out a few before one sticks, that's okay. Try one thing from this video next week. If you hate it, it didn't work for you, try another thing and just run down the list until you find the one that does work, or come up with your own. There's always a solution.
Yeah, of course. Like, try one thing. If it doesn't work, try another thing. And again, maybe you come up with your own solution. Like, this didn't work, but if I were to do it a little bit different, it might have worked. So according, what best fits you, make it adjusted as needed.
All right. Well, thank you for those that stayed on this long.
Thank you all for listening.
Clock 20 minutes. All right.
Hopefully this was helpful. And again, don't wait for New Year's to come to start exercising. Start it now, because as soon as you start, you're going to wish you started sooner. That way you would have been past that, that challenging phase. If you look at the behavior change model, that that barrier phase where you kind of have to go over these obstacles. You already have that figured out by New Year's. So,
and if you're already in a routine, don't get out of it. Just start it again New Year's, because it's just that much more challenging.
Right.
You know.
Exactly.
All right. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you.
Hope we'll see you out there.